Checking in live with Ben Simmons' lover, Timothy. We ain't gonna say his last name.
You
Where is
live? We
all the
ready to
Ben
go?
Simmons?
When you finally off that Ben love.
First of all, stop the whole love stuff.
I hate to say I told you so. I
No, you
really
don't.
don't hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. But before I begin, let me compose myself because my excitement is getting the better of me. You can catch us on our platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, if you don't catch us live. However,
We
let's
got
get
8
back.
viewers already. You already know it's about to be lit.
Let me please take a moment. Just give me my time. I know I get long-winded. But let me take a moment to express myself and how I don't know if I said this on the pod, so I'm kind of filling y'all in on some of our behind the scenes chatter. Me, particularly me, but Ethan as well, have been saying that Ben Simmons, for one, has been a mental midget for the longest of times, right? And we also said, I said when he came back and I'm gonna let y'all know, Timothy put down on our Facebook, on our page, our Facebook page, welcome home, Benjamin, and all this old extra goofiness, right? Which nobody else authorized but him. But okay, he's a Ben fan, so he went on ahead with it. But I said that day, I still don't think he's gonna play for the team. Tim, no, he's gonna play, he's gonna come and show himself. I said he's gonna be determined to do whatever he can not to play, even being a disruption, which he is doing. And I knew it was coming. I knew it, and I told y'all, and I feel exonerated. Y'all have the floor.
Hey, listen, it should it really be exoneration when he's destroying the Sixers team right now? Yeah and no. He can't even heard what Joel Embiid said. He really don't got much to say about that man. He does what he wants. I don't see any way Ben Simmons plays with the Sixers again this year. My personal opinion is by the end of this week, it should be a trade being announced for Ben Simmons. He does what he wants. I don't even think he listens to his agent anymore. Is this a ploy with him and his agent? I don't know. He showed up unannounced. This thing is really out of hand. You have to do something. You got to save your team. You can't go into the season like this. This is not good. Name me one team that went into the season was one of his stars causing a major disruption that had a good year. So you got to stop this now. More you on the clock.
Well, the way I feel about it is I agree with y'all. He shouldn't play with the team, but I'm still not just shipping him where he wants to go or shipping him. I'm going to get some kind of value. And if I don't get value, the way the Sixers said, if I don't get any kind of value that's going to better my team or at least make a unilateral move, I'm not trading him. I'm not trading just to trade him. He can sit on the side. He can pout. He can sulk. I personally think that it's going to inspire the rest of the team because I think the rest of the team is tired of him. I don't think that he's distracting them. I think they're even more focused. I think Embiid wants to really prove you trash. I'm not, and I don't think he's trash. I think he has some value other than his mental, but I think the rest of the team wants to show him you missed out, and we want to show you what you missed out on.
I could agree with that.
All right. So,
Timothy, you have the floor.
All right. Here's what I'll say. Ben is doing light-skinned stuff.
Remember, you the leader of the Ben Simmons fan club. Remember that.
All right.
Remember that.
But here's the thing.
And I hate to agree with you, but I do. He is doing light-skinned stuff. Go ahead. Yes.
He's doing some light-skinned stuff right now.
Yes.
And this is why he's doing tantrums. But y'all gotta remember, 4 quarters don't equal $1 in the NBA. You cannot trade him for less unless you're getting somebody that's going to help you win a title right now. You just can't do it. If y'all recall, let's go back in history.
Okay.
Charles Barkley. Y'all know the 3 players he got traded for?
Jeff Hornacek.
Tim Perry.
And who was the third one?
Andrew Lang.
Yep.
Okay.
Those are the 3 players he got traded for.
So do you think Ben Simmons on the same level with Charles Barkley?
I'm not saying he's on the same level, but he has more value, and you're not just going to get some players that some average or good players. You need somebody that's elite or great at something that they do. Like Ben, you may not like him offensively, but he is a great defender. You need somebody who does something great in a return because you're looking to win a championship. So he's throwing a tantrum. But look, December 15th, everybody know December 15th is the deadline where players who sign with new teams can be traded. They're saying about 30% of the NBA won't be eligible to be traded until December 15th. And that means you're taking 30% of the NBA out of the equation if you make that trade.
All right, Tim, you talking crazy. Why do y'all keep thinking his value is super high?
It doesn't matter.
What do you think you're going to give him? Y'all keep saying
if you make the trade now, you're taking away 30% of prospective.
Every day you don't trade him, his value goes down.
No, I don't agree with that necessarily.
I mean, I do think it's bottomed out to a point where it is going to be what it's going to be continually. I don't think it's going to get no higher, obviously, but I don't think it's going to get no lower. But I think it's low. But I do agree with you saying now at this point. At this point, I will concede to say, okay, keep the ball to December 15th. That's a very valid point. I'm not arguing against common logic. However, I'm still on the side of you should have been traded him way in the offseason when you were getting prospective offers, possibly getting these prospective offers. I mean, and we're going to talk about that.
Do we really know that they were offers, though?
I'll say this. One thing we do know, the phone was ringing. And one thing we pretty much got confirmation on, we heard several times that Maury's asking price was enormously high. And guess what? When the phone was ringing and he was talking, Bulls was hanging up. What? 3 first-round picks? Click. It was very simple.
But why? I don't believe that, because who does that? That's negotiations. Somebody give you that's how you negotiate. Somebody give you
that's ridiculous negotiation.
You give an offer and then you receive a counter. That's the way negotiate.
Listen, if I go to you and you got a 1999 Camry and you won 10,000, I'm not countering. I'm not countering.
Stop it.
I'm walking away.
If somebody say that, you'll say, ain't no way in the world I'm paying over such and such for that. That's a counter.
I want 10,000. You done bumped your. It's nothing else I could say.
So you going shopping for a 1999 Camry? Are you going shopping for that kind of car? Then don't use that. Don't use it. Then
listen,
you're not going shopping.
You're in such a crazy realm. I'm not even rebutting. I'm walking away.
No, I actually agree with that. We all heard it. We all heard of deals where somebody says something so high, you know you could counter, but at the same time, you like, my counter is going to be so unrealistic from the mark that you at that we might as well not be talking. That's a great analogy. That's a great analogy. If somebody say 10,000, I'm going to say half that. I'm going to say 5,000. And he say, okay, what at 5,000? I'm not even paying 10,000. So
okay, wait. What you say? And you say 5,000, and then what?
And then he may go lower, but he might look at you like you crazy.
Okay, but you said 5,000.
But see,
you said 5,000. You gave a counter offer.
My thing is normally you
gave a counter offer.
But no, my thing is I wouldn't even say 5,000. You realistically wouldn't tell somebody I'm going to offer you half of what you're offering me. The realistic offer will be, okay, how about 7,500? Then the boys say, 9,000. And then you say 85 and y'all shake hands. You're not going to give somebody half of what they offer. So if you pick up the phone and Murray say, we starting at 2 first-round picks. And you like, huh? What? 2 first-round picks and your best player. That's probably stuff he was saying. We starting there. Because anytime we heard rumors that this boy asked for Klay Thompson or Steph Curry, he needs to be ran out the league. And I do agree. One more comment.
Again, all right, wait. You've been doing a whole lot of talking.
Let me read the comment. We got some good comments. We got one comment from Brandon Stokes. He says, Tim shouldn't even be allowed to speak on this subject. Turn his screen off. He enabled this waffle colored weirdo. That's what he said.
This is what I'll say. Listen,
and he's right.
I agree with Ben's trade value.
Thank you, Brandon.
But this is the one thing I don't think that a lot of people taking into consideration. When teams are trying to make a run, and when the trade deadline and stuff come up, people get desperate, and they might be somewhere where they need this defender, and they will overpay for something that they need. Not saying they still ain't gonna get no first round draft picks and all that other stuff because you're talking about from a contending team, but teams will pay for. I'm not going to sit up here and just give Ben Simmons away just to make Ben Simmons happy. I'm not going to do that.
Wayne and Tim, if Ben plays for the Sixers and he has the same exact game that he left in the playoffs with, what happens to his value?
I don't think that he would come back and play with the same exact game as the playoffs.
No,
I think you would get regular season Ben.
But that's even worse. That's just as bad.
That's
not as
bad.
Not just as bad.
That's not as bad.
Yes, it is.
Ben game did not improve last year, and he plays, his value goes down.
You got to
If he
remember.
comes and plays the
He
same
just
way
said
he
his-
played during the regular season,
We just said his value was at the floor, and I don't think any of us think that he's playing for the Sixers this year. So his value is already down. So my thing is, go ahead, Tim.
No, I was saying I do think he's gonna play this year.
You think he's gonna play for the Sixers?
I think he will.
I don't see it.
Because here's the thing. I was watching the
He
program.
still got hope.
I forget what I was watching, but they were saying that the league can take over the disciplinary actions against Ben Simmons right now. They can put 10 games on him if they want to. Like, isn't that
With no pay.
yeah?
And somebody told me they're trying to change the CBA. They're trying to add something to the CBA based on what this boy is doing. So
Bro, listen.
He messing
Remember
up
I told you that?
everybody.
I told y'all that earlier. Other NBA players are going to be heated at Ben Simmons because he's drawing attention to stuff where when the collective bargaining agreements start kicking in, they're going to look at stuff like this and be like, ho, we need to put a clause in so this, that, and the other. Like he's drawing
Ben Simmons clause.
Nobody's happy with Ben right now.
But do y'all think that maybe this boy is so scared, this anxiety level is so high that he's willing to
Stop
do
it.
anything to play? Because we just had a player that came back this week, Lane Johnson, who left the Eagles at
Him and Ben, you don't even stop trying to compare the two situations.
During the warm-ups, he left the team. He was supposed to start that game and left the team and went home. The Eagles had to bring security. They had to take their team security and go get him and bring him back. And he missed 3 games. And when he wrote that letter, everybody was like, oh, poor Lane Johnson. We forgive you. We want you to do better. All nothing but condolences.
Let me go to the chat. Can y'all please let Ben not Ben, well, Tim, Ben, same person. Let him have it for this bullshit. He's gonna make excuses for this man again.
We're going to call him Bim. We're going to call him Bim from now on.
It ain't the same thing.
It is the business having a breakdown.
You Bim. Your name is Bim. Bim, as a Bimbo. You Bim.
Y'all agree that something is wrong between the ears.
Tim, I say this. I do believe it's a level of anxiety that he's working with. And this is why I don't think he's going to play. I really don't. He is terrified right now to play in front of Philadelphia for what the reaction might be, and all this grilling, all this media attention he walking off from practice. Yo, by the time these fans hit the stands, people gonna be done with Ben. Anytime we got long time Ben lovers like you kind of turned on him, Wayne Ben turned on him, Joy,
you want to stop being a Ben lover? I've never been a Ben lover.
Okay, Ben apologist. Ben apologist.
I've never been a Ben apologist.
Ben apologist. Tim,
I just accepted
Wayne,
Ben for what he was, which was
Joy. I'm calling you out.
guard.
Everybody, all these Ben apologists for a long time, they turn on him. Can you imagine with this fan base how rapid they're gonna be come this first game that he plays? So my thing is and truth be told, the reaction may not be as bad as he thinks, but I know he thinks it's going to be bad. So it is a level of anxiety. I agree with you, but my thing is, the one thing I don't like, I heard the Sixers talking about they're willing to ride this out for 4 years. I heard somebody say that he wanted to say
that's talk. That's just talk.
But my thing is, at a certain point though, I remember I watched this video where 2 ladies was trying to get into the driveway at the same time for McDonald's, and they came stalemate like this. Now nobody could go. Somebody had to acquiesce and back up so the other person could go. They sat there for over 15 minutes. But by the time somebody backed up and pulled, they both could have their food and went. It's like that with the Sixers. This is what it feels like to me. They both trying to sit there and be stuck in their ways and arrogant about their movement. Instead, the Sixers should have made a move a long time ago. They should have got rid of the ball if they had legitimate offers.
I'm telling you, what's going to make the deal, what's going to make or break a deal is how the Sixers start off. If the Sixers start off playing well without Ben Simmons, the Sixers are going to say, ain't no reason for us to move. Ain't no reason for us to move unless somebody give us something that we feel is worth it. Now, if the Sixers start off looking horrible, and they desperate need a point guard help, then that's going to dictate it. But if the Sixers, I think the Sixers are looking, I think they think their team is improved. I think that they have enough new pieces where though they can still be good. and possibly I think that they think that they could be up in the top of the Eastern Conference.
If Sixers start off horrible, that makes Ben's value go down even more because then teams know you desperate.
Why? Last year they was the number 1 seed with Ben in the lineup. So if they're no longer, if they struggling this year, to me, guess what? Ben is a benefactor. He's good.
Hey, Joy, I see. Yes, Joy, I'm calling you out because you rolled tooth and nail against all logic. When I tried to explain to y'all how he was going to melt down in the playoffs, I didn't know exactly this bad. I will say that. But I knew it was trouble. I knew it was trouble on the horizon.
Mark said his wife. Mark said his wife ain't a lover. You gotta relax.
You know why I blame the organization?
My bad, Mark.
You know why I blame the organization? Because we was talking earlier, and Bim was telling me how smart everybody in the organization was, right? How smart they was, the decisions they made. And I said, how can the organization not see this mental midget in Ben Simmons when I seen it for the last 2 years? You seen the bull didn't get better since he was drafted. You got to take all this in consideration. Ben is what he is. I was saying they should, and everybody who listens to the podcast, I was saying they should trade Ben when the stock is high. So I blame the organization. I blame Morey. You got to get him out of here. Everybody hoping for this magical, he's going to turn around and shoot. He's never going to shoot the ball. He's not that type of person. He's a practice player. You ever see the dudes in practice?
He's not a practice player. He's
a practice player. He's a practice
a little above it. A little above it.
You got an opportunity.
Okay, let me ask you this, Tim. Them jump shots you see in practice, have you ever seen that in the game?
Yeah.
But this is my whole. But see, this is my whole thing with it. Y'all keep talking about you talking about and I agree. I agree. His offensive game with the jump shots and all that stuff has not improved. But my whole thing is even what he did do last year, I do think helped the team a lot. So it's not like you talking like he's complete trash as a player, and he's not. He's not. He does have some value. The mental side kills that. But let's not talk like he has zero value as a player. That's all I'm saying is
now rebound value. Okay.
Who accepted? Okay. So who expected that he would have this monumental collapse? Who expected that he would have this? Hey, that's what I'm saying. So this is uncharted territory. So I'm still holding out for Morey and them. I want to see how this ends up, but I'm not mad at them for handling how they're handling it right now.
I honestly think though. I don't think Ben's going to play. I don't think Ben's
either.
And the reason why I say that as well, Ben doesn't love basketball. He likes fame. He loves the stardom. He loves the fame. He loves the money. Now that may be the only motivating factor, but we already gave Ben how much? At least $60 million. Like he could literally look at his account already and be like, that for most people, honestly, if you have $60 million in your bank account and you losing money, okay, you may lose money, but you can always say, I have enough money. I don't have to work ever again. He really don't have to.
The fact that he came back tells you that he cares more about.
Look at Kyrie.
You think he managing his money that well?
I don't know.
In fact,
I don't know.
You also got to factor he was running around with this billionaire chick. You know what I'm saying? So to her, he still had peanuts in his pockets, and she'd have moved on without the ball. So yeah, put it this way: he came back to camp over $1 million,
and he's still. And put it this way: he's still getting fined. He ain't played a game yet.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. He was only motivated to come back because he got fined that $1 million something. So the money means something to him.
No, I'm not saying it don't. I'm not saying money means nothing. But I'm saying that Ben, he for one, he don't love basketball. We know this because they even talk about his work ethic playing basketball is suspect. That's a huge thing when you're a professional athlete and you don't want to practice on your craft.
That's not true. Not his work ethic playing basketball because his effort is always at 100. He rarely gets tired working at the craft.
Doctor said
that's what I'm saying. He works out. I'm not saying he's lazy. They say he don't like to work.
Even playing basketball, he always give 100% effort.
He doesn't
develop a skill set. That's my
point. That's what I'm saying. You have to play basketball. You have to practice basketball to develop a skill set. He works out. I think he is a workout dude. He actually got way bigger than he was a rookie. His stamina is nice. His workout is good. Well, he's young, so he definitely gonna have more stamina naturally anyway. But that being said, I don't think he loved basketball. So I think basketball, for him to lose basketball is not that big of a deal.
He practices basketball. He practices basketball, but he practices what he does already. He's not trying to better his game. He thinks he's at this superstar level already, and he thinks he's great. And I just want to say he is trying to force a trade, but no matter what, guess what? The way that he's handling this, the NBA is looking at him like, you didn't already have people, insiders in the NBA already saying like, one person was quoted as saying, Ben Simmons, it was like, look, we know the crap rolls downhill, but how this bull responded to it, there's no way he could be a franchise player. His name is blood in the league.
Let me ask y'all this. Y'all keep talking about Ben's value, right? What is a guy that rebounds and plays defense? What is his value to another team?
And averages eight assists and 7 rebounds.
A guy that just let's be clear. Defense. Hold on, let's be clear because you want to get something for him, right? So to be honest, the only team that will really want Ben is on a team that's on the cusp of winning a chip and needs like a Draymond Green type player that hustles and plays D. He's not a dude that you can stick and be the third star or second star on a team. He's a third or fourth best player on the team, but he hustles and plays D. So where does that value translate?
16 that won him.
He just 14 last year. Where does that value translate?
You said he can't be a second or third star, but you said somebody grabbed they won a third star or fourth star.
No, I listen. Somebody grabbed him.
Was Draymond a third star on the championship team?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ben Simmons couldn't be a third star on the championship team.
I said third or fourth.
Okay, so what I'm saying is there is some value to.
I agree with you. Y'all keep saying I don't want to get peanuts. So what is your value? What is Ben's value on the market right now? Player for player, what's his value? If you could say you could swap a player right now for Ben, who are you swapping?
This is what I'm saying when it comes to Ben Simmons. As of right now, I am willing to let him sit because you do have GMs get desperate for their jobs, and if they need a missing piece, people will overpay.
How long you want to sit? How long you want? Wait. I'm
willing to sit as long as the Sixers ain't got to pay him no money. They don't care if. I'll put it this way: it depends on how well the team plays. If the team is playing well and they in the upper echelon of the East and they're balling, I don't feel any reason pressed to just trade him just to get him out of here and bring nothing that betters my team in.
I mean, but that's my thing.
That's probably the best you want to get. The Ben for John Wall. That's the
let me jump in real quick.
I take John Wall. I take John Wall in a heartbeat.
You wouldn't take John Wall. He's a horrible shooter.
I would take John Wall in a heartbeat.
And that's why you're not the GM. But listen, Joel Embiid.
Well, we know why you ain't the GM because you would still be stroking Ben.
All right.
His ego. Excuse me. Stroking his ego.
Thank you. Anyway, the boy Joel Embiid. Yes.
Pause.
Today, Joel Embiid got really angry when they was asking him a lot of questions. One of the things they asked him was, he has a strong statements. He said, "You don't care about the man." He says, "Not my job to babysit Ben." And they asked him, did he talk to him? He said, no. So at this point, Joel Embiid is completely out.
So he's been here for how long? Ben been back for?
A week. Monday.
And him and Embiid ain't say 2 words to each other?
None.
That's the type of person Ben is.
I absolutely agree. Hey Herb,
this is unreal.
Hey Herb Sanders. I agree with this. This is my whole thing. Is Ben a nut? Yes.
I agree.
Is Ben a nut? Yes. Is his value very low? Yes, but he does have value. Sometimes we forget the NBA don't live in the NBA, like you being a now. But then when stuff start getting tight and them GMs' jobs is on the line and they need this one piece that'll put them over the top, Bulls are overpaid for stuff.
Now I agree with that. I agree with I don't know how long you've listened to the show, William Conaway, but me and Ethan been saying he said they should have traded Ben in 2018, 2019.
Ben said
we said that a long time ago, and I absolutely agree
with
you.
Wait. Who? How 2018? How long ago was that?
No, I said I said the 2019, 2020 season. Not 18.
Yeah, I'm about to say because 2018, somebody on here was saying we should trade Embiid and build around Ben.
I said it in 2018, 2019. I said it the year after we came back from Boston when he had that 1 point in Boston in the playoffs, and he came back the next year with the same exact game. I was done. I said, you know what? I ain't trying to hear nothing no more. But Tim, so what do you? Why are you saying that? What do you think? Do you think this relationship now is unrepairable? I mean, so why is he? If your star, your bona fide number one star, isn't communicating with who should be your second or third star on the team, what do you? I mean, where do you see this thing going from there?
I think anything is repairable when you're dealing with men, but right now Ben is acting.
No, it's not. But this is my problem with Ben too.
Like a little boy. You're right.
Why does Ben have a problem with everybody, with all the players? When your problems were not with the players, it's with management. Why are you taking out on the players?
It's not even management. The problem.
That's like me coming to work and swinging on everybody because I got fired by management. Like it's not their fault. They still my homies. Like everybody you work with still cool.
At the end of the playoff series, and he didn't forget it. Say what you want. But he took a shot. Then when Joel brought it up again, he said, "I don't have nothing to apologize for." So,
was it legit? Was it legit what Joel said?
It wasn't legit. That wasn't the tournament.
It wasn't legit. He passed up on an open dunk. What do you mean it wasn't legit?
It wasn't.
Absolutely agree with the
series. The series was Joel.
It was the series.
So Joel turned the ball over 8 times in that last game.
Because your point guard ran from the ball and he had to handle the rock.
Nope.
Ron L., I agree with you. It all starts with Murray. He got to come down off that price. I absolutely agree. That price, from what we're hearing, I'm not sure exactly what the price is. I will go on record to say that. But from what we're hearing, this price is outrageous. And
you best believe they lowballing the Sixers right now. I wouldn't make no trade right now either. Everybody lowballing.
They lowball.
We give you a third and an option.
The boy Jimmy J mentioned that the Sixers that Ben tried to fake a COVID test. Remember?
Yeah, I heard about that. So he couldn't play Game 7. I'd rather him not play Game 7 and then I had this problem.
But do y'all understand the mental aspect?
No.
That's performance anxiety that he had. The same.
If he didn't play Game 7, then he would have all kind of excuses as to why he didn't play.
But y'all see, that's performance anxiety. He could not perform on the court.
Performance anxiety. He don't got anxiety when he's sitting up in there with a Jenner and he all in front of the paparazzi. Does his anxiety kick in then?
Now you know it's two different things.
Is it? Well, maybe that's why she went with Devin Booker, because he has performance anxiety.
See,
he needs to perform.
Because you was the same one, like, oh, feel sorry.
I felt that shot. Wait, I felt that.
Sorry for you?
Lane Johnson.
Who said I felt sorry for him?
No, you was like, you don't understand why he don't got it. He can't suffer from anxiety. You was real.
No, I agree,
Miz for Lane
and Mitri Frazier. I think we would have won Game 7 without Ben Simmons too. I agree. I think
only reason why I don't agree with that is because Game 6 they tried to give Maxey the same opportunity they gave him in Game 5, and Maxey ain't show up.
We won Game 5 because of Maxey, though.
Yeah, but in Game 6 they tried to give Maxey the same type of opportunity.
That's not true. Nope, that's not true. Because Ben played 25 minutes in Game 6. He played 35 in Game 7.
He didn't. Remember, Doc tried the same thing, and he pulled Ben out and put Maxey in, and Maxey couldn't do the same thing. So then he went back.
He didn't give him enough time. I think Maxey only played like 13.
Maxey had a bad game.
13 minutes in Game 7. If we'd have played Maxey in Game 7, I think we'd have won. I think.
I don't think so.
You should have played a chance. Ben passed up on the dunk wide open. Maxey would have stuffed it.
Oh, I stand corrected. I ain't going to necessarily say that we wouldn't have had a better chance. I don't know, but we can't discredit everything that Ben Simmons did do. That's all I'm saying is
I'm not discrediting. I just think y'all was overvaluing.
I think you undervalued.
So okay. So when Ben Simmons wasn't sticking Trae Young lit the Sixers up with high percentages. When Ben Simmons went on Trae Young, all of a sudden his percentages dropped and his effectiveness dropped. Right?
Trae Young 3-point percentage throughout the year was suspect. Listen. Trae Young shot in the mid to low.
He was having a great playoff run.
He shot in the mid to Trae Young shot in the mid.
TJ McConnell for Ben right now.
He shot.
Yes, RJ Lucas. That's RJ Lucas. No,
he shot in the mid to low 30, like 33%. I think like 34% for the year.
Right now,
Trae Young don't shoot that good in the season anyway. So I'm not saying Ben didn't help the defense, but I agree with Miz. Wayne has showed himself to be a Ben lover again.
How?
On a bandwagon, bitch, 35.
How?
Thank you, bro. Speak on.
No. See.
Yes, yes.
This is because you have to have balance. It don't have to be, I hate him, he's trash, he brings nothing. It don't have to be that. You can look and see what value a person does have, but also say it's not enough. The way he performed, like I said, during the regular season, if he performed like that, all through the playoffs, he still was performing like that. In the Washington series, in the first few games of the Atlanta series, he was performing the same way, and we were doing fine. When they started hacking him and he went into the turtle shell, it completely collapsed. You cannot have that. So I don't care. I don't want him here. So I mean, I don't. Ephraim, first of all, Ephraim, you the same one that agreed with me that if Ben Simmons played the way that he was playing in the regular season, if Seth Curry stepped up offensively and played like he did early on, we would have a good shot. And Seth Curry stepped up and played like that early, like he was.
Agree. I said this, and we'll move on from Ben because that's a good point, Herbert. I do want to talk about the team without him. I said that we could have beat Atlanta if he played like regular Ben, but I don't think we'd have won the championship. I think we'd have lost to Milwaukee. And if we'd have possibly got past them, we definitely wouldn't have won a chance. I don't think we'd have beat Phoenix. But the question is, how do y'all think we look without Ben? Because Ben ain't playing no time soon.
Listen, I was trying to jump in.
My fault. I'm sorry.
All right. But I was thinking Joel Embiid, they're saving the trade to get Joel Embiid his Chris Middleton. And that's what we need, because we need a closer.
Why would
the team
Milwaukee give up Chris Middleton?
No, I said get his Chris Middleton, not get Chris.
So who do you think that is?
Yeah,
that's what Maury got to figure out. We got a closer. We need a closer and a
CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum.
Stop with the living in the moment stuff, because you talking about you all hyping Chris Middleton up before this year. Wasn't nobody hyping what Chris Middleton was doing?
I was.
So that being said,
it was you who said the Bucks ain't nothing. Stop being scared of the Bucks. And I kept saying the Bucks are good. The Bucks.
Yes, we did. Me and Tim. I agree.
Okay, let's keep it a beam. They beat the Nets without the Nets players. Let's stop that. Let's stop that.
I'm telling you, I was already hyping up the Bucks. I was already on that. I was already.
So tell me what Chris Middleton was doing before this year in the playoffs.
He did a lot.
Exactly.
He was number one seed the last 2 years.
And what did he do? What did he do against? What did he do? And what did he do when we got routed by man? What did he do when Miami gave him a whooping when they was the number one?
Wayne, they just won a chip.
What we're not going to do is let you hate on a per average 23 to 24 points a game and got a ring on his finger. We're not going to let you do that.
This is the point that I'm making. Last year he balled out. Like let's not act like that's just like for real. Giannis balled out last year. That's not that. All I'm saying is everybody be saying they want the next this, that, and other. People in Milwaukee and Bucks fans was talking about Middleton and Giannis coming up short in the playoffs. Last year they didn't. So sometimes it don't necessarily have to be that way. Like you could have somebody on your roster that steps up and becomes that player. We got a bunch of young players. You don't know what one of them might end up becoming. Not necessarily this year. It could be this year. It could be next couple.
And I gotta be honest. I think we've seen the best out of Toby.
Yeah,
I think so too. No matter what happens, that's who you get. He's not.
I think Toby should be on the trade block too. Be honest with you. That's just my opinion.
So you don't think Toby is anything, but you want to trade him? What you think you getting for him?
I don't know what I can get for him, but you might have to package. Maybe you could package him and Ben and get something decent. I don't know.
So you do know you got to match contracts though on both of those big contracts.
I know.
Getting back.
I'm not a GM.
So
what are you getting back? What are you getting back for that? That's going to be equal to $300.
You want to put my GM hat on? You want to put my GM hat on?
Mm-hmm. It sounds good. I mean, listen, it sounds good in theory, but we saying like trade Toby. Like, I mean, Toby ain't trash.
So who's playing point guard? Who's playing point guard for us right now as we speak?
That's a good question. That's what that's going to be the big. That's going to be the big.
It's Maxey.
Maxey's
either Max or Shake. It might be Shake. It might be Shake.
I don't know who started. Might be Shake.
It might be Shake.
So do y'all think we could? Do y'all think with Shake or Maxey starting as our point guard, we could get into the top three?
Shake is not the Shake. I'm out on Shake.
It depends. It depends. It depends the type of offense they run. I got to see what type of offense Doc comes in. Does he make any
I
adjustments
saw
with
this
the
video
offense?
the other day with Toronto, and I was telling you early, their average starting lineup is 6'7", 6'8". Their bench
Who's
is
that?
the Toronto Raptors.
And where's ours at?
Ours is like 6'4".
So this is his way of politicking that he wants Ben back. But my thing is, my thing is, we'll see. I want to see what Shake does. I think when Shake was put in this role as being, I think when Shake was put in this role as the scorer off of the bench, that's not what he is. When he was flourishing, it's when he was playing like the point guard type position. Is because wasn't he playing when Ben Simmons was hurt when he came in and he was playing like some of that Ben Simmons' back was hurt and he was playing like the point guard role and everything else when he was scoring more. I'm not saying I think that Shake is going to be great or nothing, but I'm just saying that's when he played his best is that point.
Let me ask y'all this.
He has no ball control whatsoever.
Let me ask y'all this. Right before the start of the season, a lot of pretty valuable Bulls is on the market who got released, including Avery Bradley, who was playing very well for Golden State, and they cut him before the end of the season. They brought their young boys in and kept them. Do you think we should have went after a point guard like Avery Bradley, who by his admission, he says he's the best on-ball defender in the league?
I don't think he's a point guard though.
Ain't Avery Bradley a point guard? No, I think
we should have signed the ball.
I thought he was a 2 guard because he took when he was in Boston. Remember he was the one that took what's his name Ray what the heck? Why am I forgetting his name? It was Jesus Shuttleworth. He took his spot in the starting rotation.
He plays point and shooting. They would bring him Golden State to play backup point guard to Steph Curry.
We should have signed the Bull.
He was already in LA, so he wanted to go back to LA.
Nah, we should have signed the Bull with the dye in his hair that was looking for a contract that blew the $100 million. He only signed a 1-year deal.
Dennis Schroeder?
Yeah, we should have signed Schroeder.
However you said.
Even though he played bad,
I wouldn't have been mad at that.
I wouldn't have been mad at bringing him in here.
Signing for us.
He only signed. What he signed? A 1-year, $6 million deal with Boston. He'd have been our starting point guard.
We should have traded for Kemba.
I think we should have got Patty Mills. I would have went all out for him.
Yeah.
All right, we ain't
like Patty Mills. I like Patty Mills too. But once again, it's another quote unquote short bull that you don't like. Patty Mills ain't but what 6'2".
We got to get taller. We definitely do.
That's what I'm saying. So who we looking at to get taller? It's some tall young boys out there.
We had what we had.
Minnesota
until we trade Ben, this is the team.
I like you said, that's a big thing about the point guard position. That's why I wasn't as down on Ben last year, because I felt like when he was in at the point guard, we were a better team. But when he came out, we really didn't have another point guard. So this is going to be
Ronell. I do like Buddy Hill
for the Sixers.
We like Buddy Hill.
I like Buddy Hill, but what are you going
to? Who you putting Buddy Hill over? Are you taking him over Seth?
Ben. I'm taking him over Ben.
Yeah, but we're trying to replace Ben with a point guard. We have Seth. We got
guys point guard by committee.
Okay, but Buddy Hield is. So I'm not all that big on Buddy. I just think we have other players in that type already.
I'm big on Buddy Hield at shooting, but I do agree. I think you need a legitimate point guard. Seth can't play point guard.
I say Isaiah Joe is going to be better than Buddy Hield.
I don't know about that. I think he might be better. He might be. I don't know. Buddy Hield, he can shoot, bro.
Buddy Hield, what is his shooting percentage?
It's right at 40, if not higher.
I don't think it is.
I think this year he might have shot it before.
Yes, buddy.
He shoots a whole lot.
Y'all listen. I want to see if we can stay pace with the middle of the pack for half the season. That's what I'm interested to see. If we can stay in 4th, 5th place through the first half of the season, do y'all think that's possible?
Buddy, real quick. Yeah, Buddy Hield this year shot 39% from 3. Last year he shot 39%. The year before he shot 42. I mean, year before he shot 42, year before he shot 43 from 3-point percentage. He is
his percentage is going down. So it's going down every year. 39% is not a sniper.
39% is definitely a sniper.
No, it's not. Not in this league.
Yes, it is.
Brian shoot like 39%.
Who shoot 39%?
Brian shoot like 39%.
No, he don't. Brian never shot nowhere close to 39%.
Are you sure about that?
Brian shot 36, 37, I think was his highest. 39%. Steph Curry and Clay shoot right at 40.
No,
39 is a
Steph Curry
sniper.
shoots over 40. They shoot
Steph
over.
Curry shoots like 40, 41. That's incredible shooting. Clay
Yeah.
shoots at 40%. Clay Thompson shoots 40. 39% is a bona fide sniper. For
All right,
three?
let me ask y'all this. On this team, who picks up the slack right now? Who steps up? Who's the MVP? Who picks it up? What player?
Tobias.
we already know
Tobias.
Other than B and Toby, who picks it up?
I think Isaiah Joe.
Maxey, but the only thing is, Embiid got to let him get off because Embiid was complaining early, telling some he got to play the right way, like get everybody involved. He wants him to be like this pure guy. He got to learn. He got to let him be him. Let him
be him. What he can't shoot.
Hey, Mizzy. Mizzy, I agree. Mizzy said, "Do y'all understand the space we're gonna have? We're gonna play like a regular team." I agree. I've been saying that.
I said that too.
You can space the bet. B's gonna have a lot more room to work. Dude's gonna get y'all. Everybody keeps screaming about. You know what I didn't like though? With everybody tried to pipe how much wide open shots Ben Simmons got players. That was a cap, and that.
It was capped him in. It was capped him in.
Because he would always do that run in the lane.
I know.
Steph shoots at 43%
but
career.
First of all, let's be clear about this. Steph is on a whole. He's the.
You don't want to put him out there. You don't want to put him out there.
No, I said I really meant more about Clay. Clay shoots what? Look at Clay's stat. Clay about 41, somewhere around there, and that's and Clay is known as one of the best shooters of all time. Steph is the GOAT. So you putting him up against that. The league average for threes, I think, is like 34, 35. So if you're a good,
I think it's a little higher. I think it's like 37.
I don't know if it's 37. Look at LeBron. Where's LeBron?
It changes all the time.
Well,
every year because these dudes get better.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It actually goes up. Like I don't think 39% is a sniper from three anymore.
LeBron shoots 30. His highest he ever shot was 36%, and that was last year. No, I'm sorry, 37%, and that was
right,
in Miami. The league average is about 30. As I said, about 35%. 39% is a sniper. Look, do this. Look at Kyle Korver. Bulls you consider snipers like Kyle Korver, JJ Redick. What was they shooting percentage? That'll let you know if he's a sniper or not. 39% is very good. I
just felt like in the last couple of years that wasn't as good. I agree with you, like as in like the past 5 years or whatever it was, but I think in the last few years, I think 3-point shooting percentages has been up for. I mean, I think that is up higher than that. I think you got to be like in the 40.
You know what? I do want to know.
40. JJ Redick averages 41.
I want to know who starts tomorrow.
To 39. That's right there.
Who's out starting five tomorrow? Anybody know?
I don't. That's a good question. I don't know that.
Good question.
It's the same lineup from last year, except Tyrese Maxey is there for Ben.
He is starting for Ben.
Is it Maxey or Shake? Do you know who?
Shake is out. He's injured.
Oh, is he? Okay. Then I guess it's Maxey.
Okay, this is gonna be an interesting year. We'll see.
It definitely is.
Would y'all see the win total right now as we stand today? What y'all think we're gonna finish with as far as the record?
I think we're gonna finish in 4th or 5th place.
I think.
How many wins do you think we can get?
I think we're gonna be around
40,
high 40s, maybe 50s. I think no. Honestly, I think we'd be about 55. I think we get 55 wins this year.
I'm thinking 57.
You get 55 wins?
I think we'll be better without Ben. I do. I think it's gonna be much more open. I think it depends on how the point guard situation turns out. It obviously my prediction could change in the next 2 weeks based on how we look. But I think if Maxey come out looking good, I think Seth is going to be in this thing doing this thing. If the Bulls that Wayne keep talking about, Isaiah Joe and the Bull Reed and all them, if they make,
I don't know about Reed. Reed, it's something missing with Reed. It's something like I don't know if he's dumb or what. It's something that he's missing. Now, Isaiah Joe, I think Isaiah Joe game is going to jump leap and bounds.
I thought you just said you think Reed's going to be doing his thing.
No. Remember, I said earlier, I'm kind of disappointed. I think Maxey and Joe are going to show drastic improvement, but I'm disappointed.
I thought the Sixers would be 3rd or 4th. I mean, I thought the Sixers would be 4th even with Ben, only because I believe teams got better, and I don't know really how much Sixers in themselves got better.
I can agree with that. I could
bring back the
take
same
that.
team from last year. That continuity is a key factor as well.
Yeah, this basketball don't take that long.
Hey, Herb, guess what? Even if B misses games this year, I think our backup center is way better than it was last year. I think Drummond
I agree with that too.
Be a legit starting backup center against certain teams. So I think you can sit against certain teams and let Drummond run.
Got a legit backup power forward to play when he's out. I mean,
but remember, Tobias played at a very high level last year. Is he going to keep that up this year?
I think so.
Real quick, by the way, Wayne, Buddy Hield's career average for three is 0.406. So he's actually shooting 40% career.
So what has he shot the last 2 years? So his numbers went down the last 2 years, though, right?
Because a lot of times that happens, you shoot more threes.
Okay, but I'm saying his numbers are going down, though, right?
But he shot more threes. Steph Curry numbers went down because he shot more threes. Steph Curry was averaging 45%. He went down. Ain't
Seth not shoot more than he was before?
No, he's shooting about
as a starter.
Seth
as a starter, he's not shooting more.
I think he's shooting about the same. I could look it up, but I think he's shooting about the
same.
And
what's his shooting percentage?
Who's Seth?
For like 45, 40 something. He's one of the lead leaders, right? So my thing is,
but if you're bringing Buddy Hield was shooting close to 10 threes a game. Seth is shooting probably about 6.
You think Buddy Hield is going to shoot 10 threes a game here?
Now, without Ben, yeah.
Without Ben, yes.
Nah, not with Seth Curry already here.
B, but you know what I need to see B do this year?
But that's my point.
So I need to see B pass to the open shooter out of double team this year.
I actually saw that preseason him doing that. He's been doing that preseason a lot. I agree, but that's my point, Wayne. If you take away Buddy Hield's amount, now he's shown that the less he shoots, the higher percentage he shoots. So when he was shooting 5-6 threes a game, he's shooting 42% from three. So that'll be a good thing if he drop it down to 5.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, over there in Sacramento where they ain't doing nothing, but I don't know. Buddy Hield. I'm not saying I don't like Buddy Hield. I just don't think Buddy Hield is as great as some people make him out.
So Seth actually shot more threes a game in Dallas than he did with Philly. He shot 5 threes a game in Dallas. He's shooting 4.9 with us.
Okay.
And I just think the
East got better, man. I think the Knicks got better. I think Chicago got better.
Hey, Sean, go ahead.
Are you saying they're better than us?
Hey, Sean Lynch, real quick.
Yes, Sean Lynch better than us. New York.
Hold up, Sean Lynch. Light skin means you acting soft. That's what it means when you say light skin. That's the hate that a lot of boys like to do on the light skin.
Yeah, I'm brown. You got New York.
Light skin.
You got. I think New York might be better than us. Atlanta, Milwaukee, and I want to say the Nets without Kyrie. I think I gel a little bit, but I think those teams are better than us. New York, Atlanta, Milwaukee, and the Nets are better than us.
Milwaukee's the one squad I agree with, but
Chicago's creeping up.
I think it makes a big difference when you don't have anybody that can match up with Embiid, who's an MVP caliber player. I think that's the best. I'm just saying, to me, now if you have now Chicago, I think Chicago increased their team greatly, and they do have Vucevic. So he can keep Bede honest somewhere. Bede can't just sit down.
Miami got better too. How about that?
I got to see about Miami. You got what's his name that don't play ever? The what's his name? I don't know why I'm forgetting his name.
Didn't they just get somebody?
Depot. You got Depot who's injured forever. You got Jimmy who plays like 30 games a season. So I don't know
New
what
York didn't get better. New York didn't get better getting the guard. He dude said New York, I'm crazy. They didn't get better. What was they last year? 15?
They got Kemba this year. They're gonna be better. They're gonna be better for sure.
Oh, hey, Boston wasn't better with Kemba.
Boston got too much going on.
But Kemba he injury prone. You don't know how many games he gonna even last.
That's true.
He got a bad
That's true.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting, but I do think that Chicago is greatly improved. And I mean, you got to give Milwaukee the props. You know what I'm saying? They just won it. But the Nets is looking the Nets is looking how we was saying from the beginning. You never know with Kyrie with that. They never had their what they had like 8-9 games that where they all played last year.
Yeah.
And then in the playoffs,
the Nets only down 10.
Did the Nets only down 10, but they're down 10. But all I'm saying is for the season though, like I'm just saying, and guess what? You're right. But just like Harden was balling all last year, but because he had to do so much because Kyrie and because KD was sitting out so much, he ended up pulling a hamstring in the end of the season because he was overworked.
And he getting older, and he came in out of shape, and that might have finally caught up with him. But this year, I mean, Harden has a track record of not getting hurt, so I can't say he an injury-prone dude and he gonna get hurt again because he pulled a lot of weight in Houston and he ain't never get hurt. I think he came in a little out of shape, and that finally caught up with him toward the end of the season. He pulled that hamstring. I don't think he's gonna get hurt this year. I mean, he getting older, so injuries do pile up the older you get, so that is a possibility. But I am taking Kyrie, not me. Kyrie has taken himself completely out of the equation. So that does put us in a position to contend with them at least. But I mean, we'll see. Like I said, it's to me, it's contingent on Maxey, Reed, Joe, the rest of them dudes, how they looking when we come. B going to do his thing. I think, honestly, without Ben, I think B could average the most in his career. I think he can average 32 to 33 points a game.
Joel offensively is not the key because he always gets off.
He got to be more of a playmaker.
34. That's not it. We need shooters on a team that can.
It is. If your big man is Shaq was the key. Shaq was the key. Averaging dominating 37.
But guess what? Tim? When you take Ben Simmons out, you do put another shooter in. You'll have an Isaiah Joe or somebody else in there that can shoot. So now they can't double off of Ben Simmons onto B.
Because remember when we got killed by Atlanta, they were scoring 3, we were scoring 2. And then that way, it's that divide.
And Atlanta kept trapping. That's one reason why B shot 4 for 20 that one game because they had the extra man from Ben's man trapping down on B. And guess my thing is
that was Tobias man. They was kind of doubling off,
and we would be up 25. We would be up 25 points until they started hacking Ben Simmons, and then all of a sudden your point guard can't even bring the ball up court.
That happened one time. Now y'all
it happened twice. It happened twice.
Happened 2 times.
Well, so it's all about scoring. It's all about how can we knock down them shots, come down the court.
Yeah, I think the Celtics. I think the Celtics not going to be bad this year too, Jay.
Not forget about which recall. I was saying the preseason. I don't know if this is what's the word aberration, but the ball Korkmaz looked like he actually improved his game. Yes, Ben's game is like this and like this, but Korkmaz actually improved his game.
I ain't want to say it, but I'm sitting there looking. This one thing we got to take into consideration too. This is the first off season where Doc had the whole off season to work with dudes. So now Maxey, Isaiah Joe, Korkmaz, this is all their first year with having a true off season working with Doc. That's why Doc was trying to work with Ben and was trying to send help out there to Ben and saying that, well, Doc, the Sixers organization that as they stand, they was trying to help these dudes to go to the next level.
Sam Cassell brought Sam Cassell in. Yep.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Ben didn't want no help.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. I think Isaiah Joe, I think Korkmaz could actually be better. I actually like Niang. I wasn't even expecting from Niang, but to me,
that's why I forgot about Niang. I'm sorry, I'm tripping.
Put your faith for Korkmaz. You're gonna be sad.
I actually, you know what? That truth be told, I'm putting my faith in Korkmaz. But truth be told, that signing with the bull Niang, I keep forgetting about that. That is a huge signing. He's another sniper dude. That's huge. I'm telling you, that's a huge signing.
If you was actually listening to what I was saying, that's what I said.
Once you start talking, you been love for too long. Now it's like, why you like the Charlie Brown teacher?
The boy Tobias Harris finally got a true backup point guard.
Yeah,
when he comes out the game, you can finally put in the boy Niang. And he can sit there and stretch that floor.
Maybe he take Toby job.
I hate Toby job. But the other thing I'm looking at, like in the preseason, which it's only preseason, but it looks like the Sixers are bringing the ball and handling the ball more by committee, like I think one of y'all mentioned. Whereas though now you don't got to just give it to Ethan mentioned it. So it ain't like you just got to give it to Ben Simmons and let Ben Simmons do Ben Simmons. In order to get now, the one place I do think that they might struggle in is the transition offense because Ben was good at that, getting it out in the open.
But that's why I think Maxey going to excel. Maxey is fast. He get down the floor quick. He's slashing the hole.
Ben Simmons is fast and big, so it's like a dude kind of.
But I know, Ben wasn't that good of a finisher outside of a dunk.
That's true. That's true.
Maxey
so I like that one, man. I was watching real quick. I was watching I think it was the first take. One of them Jones I was watching on YouTube, and the bull Big Perk said that he said Doc. He could tell Doc was so mad at Ben. He said, "I'm surprised Doc didn't put them paws on Ben." He said, "I actually saw Doc almost put them paws on Rondo when I was playing with Boston. I would love to hear more about that story, but that's all he said. He said, I almost saw Doc put them paws on Rondo. So Doc was about to put them paws all over Ben.
That's why he told Ben to leave. He told him to leave before he killed him.
That's what
did y'all see how it went down, though? Did y'all see how he actually...
Real suspect. Real suspect.
He asked Ben to enter the play, and Ben said, no. And then he said, Ben is jumping into the play. He said, no. And he was like, all right, you got to go. That he was so disrespectful to
Doc sounds real irritated, too, after with his press conference. I know he was annoyed. And
the whole team is. The whole team. And that's why I think the whole team, I think they want to play well without him so bad so they could say, suck it, you bum.
I agree. That's not going to make you play well, but I understand what you're saying.
Why won't it? Why won't it?
This ain't football. You can't get like an emotional high. Football, you can get emotional high and get one game and go win a Super Bowl. This basketball, it's a little different.
No, is it? What? You don't think that could motivate boys to play better?
Yeah, for how long? A game?
You don't necessarily gotta be a game. How you know that couldn't have been the pushing factor for them the whole off season to get better? You don't think Maxey was looking at it like, yo, this boy Ben? You don't think Maxey was looking at it like, yo, this boy Ben Simmons probably ain't gonna be here?
But that's why usually the better in 7-game series. That's why usually the better team wins.
That's true.
Yeah, if they don't got Ben Simmons as the point guard, which we won't.
Regardless.
No, but I do agree with Wayne a little bit. I mean, sometimes you could build momentum off a moment like this, because a lot of times winning is all about confidence too. I mean, it's talent. Don't get me wrong. Don't misquote me here. It's definitely talent, but sometimes you can get a little bit of momentum going with the talent that you have. Because I do think Sixers got some talent. Now it's just a matter of us really, like you said. I do agree with Wayne with that. We got a nice coaching staff in here who knows how to coach up players, who've been good players. Sam Cassell, good player. Obviously, Doc been a good coach for a long time and a player. He had his, stuff happen here and there, but I do think he knows how to coach up teams, and he could coach up this team and get the best out of them. We've been through Brett Brown, who didn't know basketball, who didn't sit through film study sessions. Jimmy Butler talked about this already. So he didn't teach players how to be better players. So now you got dudes who looking better in preseason, and I don't think this is cat. I actually think the bull Korkmaz and them is getting better. Tim hating on Kork. I'm telling you, Tim gonna be Joe this year.
Hey Tim, you know what's funny? You know what's funny is you give Ben all the excuses. You know him and Korkmaz like the same age, right?
Exactly.
But you always talk about young Benjamin can get better. Young Benjamin. Benjamin. Korkmaz actually worked on his game.
Korkmaz a ball, I'm telling you. And he got height. Korkmaz 6'7".
I think we'll be fine with the my bad.
So good. All right, if you was advising Ben Simmons, what would you say to him right now?
Just quit. Retire.
I would say man up.
No, I would tell him retire. Take your couple million that you already got. Retire.
Because you manage him, so you getting paid off of him. So you want to tell him to retire.
No. Listen, I don't. If I'm managing Ben Simmons, it don't matter. His manager is already getting a percentage of the contract he got him to sign.
But if he's not getting rest of that.
It don't matter. That manager gets a percentage of what he got him. If Ben Simmons blows that money, Ben Simmons blows his money. And that's probably what Rich Paul told him. Like, okay, sucker, you want to sit out? You still got to pay me my percentage.
See, what happens, I do think if he retire, I don't know if he get that or not. I mean, I don't know how to hold contract. I'm really hating. What I say is this. It's surprising to me that he's handling this like this. Most times, man, we have our disagreements, but we get together, and after we talk it out, it becomes almost a joke going forward. Like, man, you was grilling, blah, blah, blah. And it ain't really that much of big of a deal. We kind of just let the bygones be bygones. If I was managing Ben, I would try to lead him in that direction. But he seems like a very high-strung, emotional dude who is hard to reason with. So, I mean, all this energy and time I might put into telling him how to do it, it's up for him to actually put it into practice and put it into play. So I think everything we going to say here has already been said to him. I think Doc probably said it to him or tried to say it to him. Sam Cassell, Danny Green, all these other veteran players probably tried to say, yo, boy, like, listen, man, I know y'all had a rough patch. Y'all said some things. This has happened. We try to be professional at the end of the day, but sometimes we lose our focus and people say things that hurt people's feelings, but let's get past it and move on. That's already been said to Ben. I guarantee it. but
I
Ben
think nobody
don't
ever
want
said
to
no
listen.
to the ball. I don't think he ever heard the word no.
I'm gonna say
I
this.
absolutely agree with that. Yes, I agree with that.
I'm gonna say this for all you Sixers fans out there, because I know the Sixers organization is not going to say it to y'all. But I apologize because the process was a failure, and I apologize to all of us Sixers fans sitting through those years of losing. Years of losing to try to get all these top draft picks. So right now, we should be like the Nets and everybody else. We should have all these great players on our team.
True.
I apologize because the process now is officially a failure.
I never agreed with the process myself. I hated the win list for Wiggins. I've said it numerous times, and that's why I hated Brett Brown as a coach, because I don't think that you can build. You can get to a certain point, but Brett Brown had to go because you had this losing culture, and I think they might have brought a coach like Doc in too late. Excuse me. But my whole thing is with the Sixers. Well, first of all, listen, we got like 60-something people watching. If y'all appreciate just the dialogue and everything else, give us a like. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't follow us, give a follow. Listen, we give various opinions. Like I was speaking up for Ben all season until he showed out.
Ben apologist. So yeah, you right. Tell him what you was.
I wasn't a Ben.
Mark said we accept your apology.
I wasn't a Ben apologist.
I actually
like I said, to me, like I said, I felt like Ben Simmons. I just accepted Ben Simmons for what he was as a player during the season, and I thought that what he was as a player, I thought that the coaching staff could get the best out of that. What he was, that we could win, and we were until he became the mental midget that Ephraim been saying that he was from day one. And I actually early on, I was saying that he was too, because I couldn't stand him his rookie season, because I didn't understand how you come back from a whole year off. I always said this, and this is why when Ethan was saying Ben Simmons was the one to build around, and I said it was Embiid. Embiid was injured his whole first year, came in, and when he started playing, he had a jumper.
Hold on, I'm not going to talk that because you keep trying to say you keep trying to throw that in there. What I said, I did say that, but you hold on. I said that because I said they couldn't play together. You had to choose one, and I'm right because as we
and I always said it was Ben Simmons. I always said it was Joel Embiid.
Don't act like you didn't say Ben Simmons was a top 3-point guard in the league. Let's stop.
Hope. And I will explain that.
No.
And I will explain that.
He said he thinks he could be.
You can't backtrack.
No,
go ahead, Ephraim. Please tell them.
When I give credit, Wayne said, I think he could be. He said if he put all this video off-season stuff that he jump shot, Wayne said, I think he could be. He didn't confirm it. He said, I think he could be. But before that, I ripped Ben Simmons his whole rookie season because I said you can't be a point guard and be scared of the ball and can't shoot free throws. And that's why I've always said about Ben Simmons, I need him to shoot free throws. And I need him to man up, and that's exactly what he didn't do in the playoffs. In Wayne's defense, I think once again, he was drinking that night we did that podcast. But that's neither here nor there.
No, I definitely was. I got hyped up on the shooting videos that they had that one off season. He had the same shooting videos. Tim get hyped every off season.
You said he's going to be better than Steph Curry.
One off season they caught me. I seen him shooting them jump shots, and I said, "Yo, if he hitting them jump shots, he's gonna be the top 2-3 point guard in the league."
But in Ben's defense, his first year,
it ain't no defense.
He had a broken foot, so how he gonna get better shooting a jump shot?
What was Embiid's injury, Tim?
And then last year, he went out with an injury where he had knee surgery. So
that was 2 years ago.
So Tim, let me ask you this, Tim,
he didn't play in the bubble because he had surgery.
Tim, what was Embiid's injury his first year? A leg injury, and he still came back and shot a jump shot.
Joel every year. That's the first year. But
he got better. But don't tell me Ben Simmons couldn't get better at a jump shot because his leg was hurt. When Embiid had a leg injury and came back shooting free throws at 80%.
At worst, I agree.
He wasn't a terrible free throw shooter.
At worst, Ben should have came back with a free throw. At worst, that's inexcusable. That you can't jump. Okay, you can't jump, but you don't got to jump with a free throw. He should have came back with a free throw. And I agree with Joy. She said, I would ask Ben, who raised you? Who raised you? Why is you sitting here acting like this? You do some accountability has to go back to this boy old head. Who was his old head?
Hey Tim, just remember.
Who's his man? That's what just
remember the old saying, Tim.
Yes. Who's
remember the old saying?
This?
Yeah.
Remember the old saying, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Ben is the hoe. Stop trying to turn him into a housewife. Let him be the Reebok hoe that he is.
Disrespectful for that man, and that's not he might be a lot of things, but he's still a man.
I think Mark said it best. He's a
man.
He a hard-headed young bull. He's a hard-headed young bull. He really is. He a hard-headed young bull.
He never got young bull.
And this is going to be his demise, because I'm telling y'all what's going to happen. You know what's going to be worse about this whole thing? When he eventually gets traded, he's still going to be the same player or worse going forward, and it's going to look like a complete disaster for this boy. And guess what? I don't think he's really going to care. Honestly, as long as he's getting paid, as long as he's a celebrity, I don't think he's going to care. He's going to be a mediocre player for the rest of his career. I've been saying this, and I stand firm on that.
He mess around and don't even be in the league in 5 years. He gonna be like, what's the boy that knocked off Brown Mom? Delonte West. He gonna mess around with Delonte West riding around on a motorcycle with guns.
Allegedly.
I don't think he's gonna be that bad. Wayne, put the bottle down. I don't think he's gonna be that bad.
He's being real foul.
Put the bottle down, relax. I don't think he's gonna be that bad, but he gonna do what he's gonna do. He gonna do what he's gonna do. He gonna end up. He wants to go somewhere. L.A., Golden State, Miami. He want to go somewhere like that so he could just chill and be a celebrity. And I'm cool with that. I just want to get a good player for him in here.
Wait. We got to address Herb. Herb said on next
Herb
team.
Been going off all night.
He said on next team, Ben will make his next franchise better than the Sixers.
No, we don't want that job.
Hey, Herb, when they get traded, Herb, I want you here every pod, Herb. I want you here every pod when they get traded, Herb.
Herb, leave your information because I want to be able to go back. Leave your Twitter, your Facebook, everything else because I want to come.
Instagram.
I want to find you.
I want your home number. I want your home number.
Young for all this mess.
Yeah, Wayne, it's the Brown. Sorry, it's definitely the Brown.
William Spencer said, "Respect me, Herb. Stop playing." Stop playing.
He drinking brown tonight.
I don't drink nothing but the brown, but I'm on point tonight.
No, Herb mixing the clear and the brown. Herb mixing the two. That's what Herb doing. He mixing.
Oh man. So I think we covered everything we need to cover. Anything this year? Who y'all looking forward to seeing? Who y'all think gonna be the MVP? Y'all got any NBA predictions?
I'm telling y'all right now. I already told y'all. Golden State are going to the finals. Steph Curry going to win MVP, and it starts tonight. I cannot wait for an hour in that game. They're going to pop all kind of cats in the league.
I'm going to make a prediction. I'm making a prediction not ground. Westbrook will be traded before the trade deadline.
I agree with that 100%.
To the Sixers. To the Sixers.
Might
be horrible. That's a bad trade.
That would be worse. Now that would actually be worse. Trade. I don't want no parts of Russell.
I'll take Westbrook over Ben Simmons right now.
Nah, I don't want no parts of Russell.
Nah, I don't either.
I don't want no parts of. I would take him over Ben, but I would take him only to trade him again to get somebody else. I don't. That boy.
We will get Bradley Beal. Right. We're getting Bradley Beal before the year is over.
But do you realize he said Westbrook had 23 turnovers in the playoff
and he's just getting started. He just getting warmed up. He just getting warmed up.
Brian surprised me with this move. He surprised me.
Brian gonna be calling what's his name, Schroeder. Like, what's up, big head?
Yeah, that Westbrook, I'm not liking that. We're gonna see tonight though. It's gonna be I'm staying up for this thing tonight, all night long. I can't wait. Golden State better not let me down.
Oh, you know, on that note, if they get routed, you're gonna be like, okay, about that.
I'm at the curtail it back a little bit. Yeah. Maybe they just get into the playoffs.
All right, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, watch our videos, rewatch them, Thanks for listening. We definitely appreciate
Watch them 3 times. Watch
We'll-
each video 3
And
times.
we will be on postseason, post games. Most of us, some of us, part-time workers is sometimes, but for the most part, we'll be on post game.
Me and Wayne will be on every game.
I wasn't gonna say no name.
Me and Wayne will be on after every 6.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
Ethan already committing. He already committing to tomorrow. Okay.
Everybody else, not so much. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing.